Hello, this is my week 6 mentoring video. This week we talked about what do we do when we get an engineering package that we discussed in week 5. And that engineering package is suspected to be wrong or is wrong. So it's important when this happens, and it does, to do a joint job walk-down visit with your engineer. We had a lot of engineers straight out of college who sometimes get a little overeager and they move a little quicker than they need to on certain packages, not knowing what the outcome could be. So it's important to do that joint job walk-down visit to let them know what you suspect is wrong and what a solution would be to help with that. So when you're having those discussions, you need to say, okay, you have this theoretical design that possibly could work, but what will actually work in the real world situation? Sometimes engineers rely specifically on isometrics and don't go out to the field and do those field walkdowns. That's why it's important to grab them and show them what's actually in the real world compared to what their actual drawing says. We all know, if you've worked in the industry like I have for a while, some things look great on paper, but when you get them out there, you realize that it's not a real world situation that you could ever expect an execution lead to put in. It's also important to realize that you can't take an engineering package at face value. Engineers make mistakes just like we all do. You want to be able to understand what that engineering package is trying to accomplish, and you want to research it and do your due diligence to ensure that that engineering package is correct. So never assume that that engineering package or any package is 100% correct. Double check and verify. It's the most important step in planning. Everything we do, we need to double check and verify. It's just like the whole measure twice, cut once rule for when you're doing carpentry. It's the same thing in planning and mechanical planning. You always double check and verify before planning. I don't know how many times I can drill that into my mentoree's head. It's important for redundancy for a planner. Don't just, one EJ package is different from another. So it's important that you take a variety of EJ packages that are similar and provide that redundancy to them so that they get used to seeing the EJ package in a certain way. And I want to stress this, and this came back from a feedback session with my mentoree. If you're unsure of something, go out there, get your engineer, get execution, get operations, get inspections, get materials engineers, get whoever you need to be involved out there so that you are all on the same page and that the packages that we put out and the engineer put out can be accurate. And when the execution supervisor gets them, they go to execute the work, they know that they have a package in hand that's going to go off without a flaw and without a hitch and without having to ask a bunch of questions. So that's what we accomplished in week 6. Thank you.